We have to start to talk about this. What happens when cultures collide inside of a body? All right, I think that it's really important for me to just keep it real for a second and speak to the fact that being biracial is a setup for fucking failure, people. Why doesn't anybody see this? Stop having mixed kids. It's really funny. When I first got to college, me and the only other mixed girl in this gigantic room, they were making us go to the four corners and like go into the corner. It was very performative, let's be real. But it was like, go to the corner where you agree, like most agree, least agree, whatever. And when they asked this question about like interracial couples or something, me and the mixed girl were the only two that were like, don't do it. And we had to explain why. And we both basically said the same thing. Like, look, there is an internal battle that's happening. Like, you've got to figure out who you are because the world needs to know. I figured out that a part of the reason why people are so uncomfortable with mixed people is because our brains like to process quickly. And if I'm looking at you and you look like what I think someone is supposed to look like wherever you are, whatever you are from, blah, 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 then great. It's easy because then my brain just has to process our conversation or our interaction. But if you don't look like what you're supposed to look like, now my brain is, my brain's, ew, I don't know. And a lot of people have no idea that that's happening inside their head at all times. And so it's one thing, even if like you're gay and then you're around like other gay people, because it's like, hey, we all kind of fit. So even if I'm biracial, I might find more acceptance in one particular community, especially one that has been othered for a long time, than I would by, let's say, maybe trying to go into the Black community, where it's like, back in the day, she's Black. But now it's like, well, let me explain to you why the colonizer's blood inside your body makes you a sin. It's like, let me explain to you why phenotypically you don't fit in, which is very new to me. And so there's this weird feeling when it comes to being biracial or multi-ethnic where it's like, we don't fit in society. Because let me just let you know that Latinos know we're not Latino. Just so you know, they know what they look like. Whatever their culture is, whatever their ethnicity is, they know what they look like. I used to get called Mexican as a kid. Mexicans knew I was not Mexican. There was no Mexican who looked at me and was like, oh, let me speak Spanish to you, because no, that did not happen. They were like, you don't even speak my language. You can't come over here either. So I got to tell you, being biracial in America is the biggest setup for failure, because I walk into people's rooms and I'm throwing them off and their brain is instantly turned off from it. And I think there's a lot of people out there who, especially because like people want what they don't have, right? So I want straight hair. I would love like Sofia Vergara's hair or something like, hello, what you doing? Except I don't need the accent. But like Black people, some want to be lighter. White people, some want to be darker. Okay. There's just a thing, especially in America, where unlike most other countries, you're melding together all these different cultures. And suddenly, maybe I've never seen blonde hair before. So I don't know that I might want blonde hair, or what it might look like or feel like. But then now I've seen it. Now everybody around me has blonde hair. Maybe I should have blonde hair. You see how that happens? So imagine being biracial in the middle of that, in a nation that's so full of shame and refuses accountability that it's like, we don't even want to talk about you. This is bad. This is, just all of it bad, I just want to be real with you. I feel like biracial people are going to be the majority probably about 20 years from now. But you forcing biracial people into the little box of, are you me or are you not me, is going to create a mental health crisis. And I believe there's going to be so many biracial people in this world that, let's just say they're multiracial. Oh my gosh. That they feel like they can't choose an identity, so they have to switch it up. And then you call them out for switching and say, who are you? So then they have to be one thing, but then everybody else can't accept the thing. And there's going to be people who say, oh, that sounds like a personal problem to me. It doesn't sound like that big of a deal. Okay. Well, guess what? You're all now experiencing it. And the truth is, we should be the ones helping y'all through it. Like, oh, they said you're not Black enough because you watch anime, which is no longer really a thing. Good for everybody, right? But it's like, come here. Put your head right here. I know. You're still Black. Don't worry. You're going to have people come up and say, oh, you have a biracial grandbaby now? Ooh, oh no. Your family judging you. Oh, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. It's okay. They're racist. It's time to leave them alone. It's like we could be in the middle helping y'all out, but y'all don't want to come and lay on my shoulder because it's like, what is this? It's tan. Why? Why is it tan? You been at the beach? I'm just saying. I feel like there has come a point in our society where multi-ethnic or biracial people need to be supported at greater rates. And I don't mean told that they're cute or something, because I feel like that's what everybody thinks it's about, is looks and stuff. I mean, what does it feel like to go from mom's house to dad's house, where at mom's house you're supposed to say this, but at dad's house you're supposed to say this? And if you have the nerve to mix it up because you're 4 years old, I'm gonna talk about half of you. Why is that still happening to this day? I really thought that by this day and age there would be no more white people sleeping with black people who were racist, because why would you do that, you know? But it still happens. I have people in my life, not anymore, but used to, that were full on racist, like would talk about black people's noses and stuff, but all their boyfriends were black. I'm not saying that that's not a thing. In fact, it's a disgusting thing. Y'all need help. And being born and raised under people like that, oh my gosh, do you know what it's doing to the children? See, y'all don't see the children. You don't even see me. Right now, you see somebody ranting and raving, because this is a mixed rant, and you're thinking, oh, hear this. And here's the question. What do you see? Here, what do you see? Because there's going to be white people who say, this black person. There's going to be black people who say, she's not black. There's going to be black people who say, sis, just be black. That's why you should just be black. Don't worry, I am. Don't you see Rosa? You see her? Don't get it twisted. I am. But the real purpose of this rant is to help you understand that somebody like me walking into a room, boy, let me tell you what it sets off in people. The confusion, the frustration, the anger, the shame. And when you talk about an entire society of children and youths and young people wanting to come into this world and basically tell somebody like Barack Obama that he's black when they want him to be, but he's mixed when they don't. When you have that happen on a global scale, when you imagine all the different worlds that are becoming melting pots in all these little countries, all these little cultures that are intermingling, and they're still actually very new to it because America been doing it back since the slave owners, you know, but now they're very new to it. They don't understand. We could be helping so much. America is the great experiment. We should be showing people this is how you support cultures that are mixing together, and the melting pot is not going to work if you're not teaching people to be respectful towards each other. There's all these conversations that could be had if we were actually giving any importance to the fact that so many people are multi-ethnic now, but we don't. So it's a huge setup for failure, because just like me and that mixed girl stood up at college and we, okay, we're in a room full of white and black people, probably some Asians and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And then us, the only two that look like this, when it's 10 in the other corner talking about we believe in segregation. Like, what? Come on, but she was in the extreme corner. I was not as extreme. But I tell you, like, I kind of get it now. I kind of understand where the world is going to crumble, because we refuse to adjust to reality. We refuse to stand firm in what's happening right now and actually fix it. We're so caught up in the past or ignoring it, or the future or ruining it for someone else, so that off principle something bad happens to somebody because it happened to me. And all this oppressive, the colonizer's way has completely taken over all of us. And as a biracial person who identifies as black, I'm gonna tell you right now, we are cooked. We are absolutely cooked. And the fact that you have not actually taken the time to sit and think and train your kids on what it means to hold the blood of ancestors who are at war within them, the fact that you don't take that seriously, bruh, we're cooked. Bruh, it's over. So I know some people might think that's crazy. Like, that's a crazy take. Mixed people are the future. And yes, I know. It's you're so used to brushing mixed people under the rug and treating mixed people like, ugh, their existence is just, only when we need them, or only when we want them. Come on, enough is enough. Please look around and ask yourself, are you even one race? Because the truth is, as black people, we have the blood of warring tribes in us if we're American black people. Do you know how many ethnicities countries from Africa that I have inside me that used to do tribal war games against each other and all that kind of stuff. Come on. We have to start to talk about this. What happens when cultures collide inside of a body? But we don't. And because of that, we're all going to fail. And the truth is, I think that mixed people, we're going to be the ones looking and being like, we could have helped. We could have done something for you. We could have explained. We could have tried to help you get some perspective. But it's too late now. So I'm just going to go back to watching the world burn. And I think I'm going to like it this time. Yeah. I was gonna try to be like, but then I couldn't go anywhere. Okay. What if are you guys ready? I'm gonna dip out of the screen. Okay, hold on. I gotta put my finger on the button. Okay, ready?